Hi everyone, welcome back to another segment of my interview with Ted.Thomas, North America's leading expert on tax defaulted properties and tax lien certificates.
Well, let's talk about your deal. That's what people really want to know about. So
Okay.
let's talk about that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Took your course in the summer 2013.
Right.
I waited till January 1st, studied it, spent, I don't know, I watched your videos. I might have spent a total of 2 days studying your course.
The average person takes 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
yeah, I looked it over and then
Right.
jumped on a plane on January 1st, flew to Tampa. On the 2nd, the next day, Monday,
Why would you wait till January?
I had a lot of other stuff on my plate, and my wife made me promise as well that, okay, you better pick a warm state where there's lots of sunshine
Oh,
and
you mean
beaches.
so the temperature had something to do with this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because got to get the wife's permission, right? Because I was said, honey, I might be away for a little while, a month or two, to figure this thing totally out. Because my goal in going down was to set up a team down
She
there.
had a vision of you on the beach with bikinis and the rest of it, right?
She did. She made me actually promise that I would fly her down, and she'd spend a month
she would be
on
the beach with a bikini.
Exactly.
All right, I
and
got
she
it.
and she did that. I mean,
that was good.
There's some
You get some pictures of that?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
some
let's see
photos
that.
of
Let's see that.
my wife on the beach,
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a good time on the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, here's us partying. We went on a pirate ship cruise, a booze cruise. There's my wife underneath this cool happiness sign. We went sailing, doing the Titanic there. I went fishing, caught a nice 30-pound
This does not look like British Columbia.
mahi. No, this is Clearwater Beach, Florida. Some dolphin watching. The sunsets there are absolutely incredible, And here's us on a dinner cruise.
A little romance here, a little
oh
romance.
yeah, how about this
Oh.
for romance?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dinner on the beach.
Wow.
So, that's the thing is, I used to be a T4 employee, retired from engineering.
What's a T4? What's
Oh,
that mean?
sorry. I used to be, have a job.
A job?
As an engineer.
So they call it T4?
Yeah, that's the.
What's T4?
That's what the government gives you at the end of your annual year. You file to the government.
Oh, that's like an income tax form or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
for Revenue Canada.
Exactly.
I got it.
Exactly.
Okay, good. T4.
So, but the thing is, this lifestyle, you can't get that doing this. I mean, spending 2 months in Florida. So it's been a real learning opportunity, and it's been a ton of fun. I mean, I've enjoyed it.
I bet that trip is probably tax deductible. You check with your accountant.
It totally is.
How about
Absolutely.
that? Go to Florida on a
It's
tax deductible trip.
Totally is, especially because I made some profits, so it comes off the deducted from the profits.
Yeah. Okay.
So
tell me
back
about
to
this
the
place.
deal.
What did you buy? What did you
See,
buy?
I'm so much. We had so much
Yeah,
fun
you're
on the
excited
beach.
about that. You forget about that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So the deal. So on the second, I went to the Hillsborough County auction I mentioned. That's live. I decided.
Wait, Hillsborough County, that's not Clearwater Beach.
No, it's
That's
Tampa.
Tampa, that's Tampa,
Right.
yeah.
But I decided that there wasn't enough meat on the bone on those deals. I didn't see as good a deals as I wanted. As you had taught us, the certain benchmark of deal you want to look for.
10, 20 grand, something like that, yeah?
Yeah, and discounts off the real estate, right? So I went over to the next neighboring county, Pinellas County, and I've always loved Clearwater Beach. I mean, it's voted one of the best beaches in America, and it truly is stunning. So I thought, okay, this is where I'm setting up shop. So there was about 40 properties on the January 15th tax deed auction, which is online, right? But I drove around. I actually didn't go to all 40. I actually picked 5 because I wanted to go slowly and be cautious and make sure I knew what I was doing. And it's my hard-earned money on the table here.
Right.
So I picked 5 properties that I liked from the list, drove around to the property, and took a look at the property.
Yeah, but some guy in Kelowna can't drive around and look at the property.
No, you totally, if you're going to do deeds, you can hire somebody to just go take a picture of the property. I actually met a guy, he's got a full-time job taking pictures for an investor in Australia. So he's on the computer buying from Australia. You can do this from anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, because I'm just checking it out, and remember, I'm still
You're in
trying
a
to make sure it's
skeptical mode.
exactly
Skeptical here,
that
skeptical.
this
Yeah, of
is
course.
real, right?
But could you have done this from Kelowna?
Well, that's what I'm going to be doing now, exactly, because I've been down there and I've got my team set up down there. I can totally do this from Kelowna. I got a guy that'll go take the pictures, walk around the property, talk to the neighbors, all that, because I'm more of a diligent type, right? So I want to really check things out. So did that, and I bid on a couple of the properties at the auction, and I got my favorite one, which was a beautiful 1-bed, 1-bath condo right on the canal.
You didn't buy a condo.
A condo right on the canal.
I thought all real estate guys said you
waterfront.
shouldn't buy condos.
Well,
all the real estate guys don't buy condos. I hear that.
they're just more. You just got to know a little bit more what you're doing to buy a condo, because you got to check out the reserve funds. Like if the roof goes, you'd have to pay pony up and pay part of that as an owner. So you got to check some more things out with a condo. It's easier
Well, how
buying
am I
a
going to do that if I'm
single-family
in
home.
Kelowna? How am I going to do that?
Yeah, so you could just buy single-family homes. It's simpler, right? But this was a beautiful, dreamy condo right on the canal.
Really?
Yeah, right at Clearwater Beach. And of course, remember, my wife's coming down to spend beach time.
Yeah.
So I had a hidden agenda there.
Yes, okay, good.
and it turned out great.
This is a tacky condo you bought, yeah?
Yeah, bought this nice little condo.
Oh, it's a nice condo.
Well, I spruced it up a little.
Yeah?
And then, so I wanted to exit.
But where,
right?
where is it? Is it out in the woods somewhere, out in the swamp? Where is this thing located?
Oh, right on the canal.
No way.
Island Estates.
It's on the canal.
Yeah, Island Estates. It's this beautiful spot. So here's some pictures of the condo that I bought right here.
What is this?
In Clearwater Beach.
Yeah?
And here is the living room.
This is the inside of it?
This is the bedroom inside the unit. After I spruced it up. Here's the common dock. Beautiful spot on the canal.
You get all that for $100,000?
$52,800 is what I paid.
Young people like this, and a young man from Edmonton and his partners, they ended up doing it in 11 states.
Wow.
But when you watch this video, you'll be surprised.
After taking Ted's program and making my first deal, I really got over my skepticism about this, this fact that I could go buy property without mortgages, without a lot of cash. We didn't have a lot of money to use at the time. And it started this whole role for me in my life. I began to gain confidence again in myself and in my future because I didn't know what my career would be. And I really started to trust the system and the process, and I went back for more education, continued learning. It's like a whole family of investors that I got to learn from. And for me, that was really great as a 19-year-old to be able to go out the first time and make over $16,000 and then continue from there and purchase property all over the United States.
Comped out.
So
comped out mean?
So you go on the tablet, right?
Yeah.
And you look at the county assessor's website.
Yeah.
And there's other free websites you can go to look at sold comps.
Yeah.
You want to look at the sold
So
comps.
where do I
and
get
prove
this?
up
Down
value.
at Best Buy? Get one of these? Where do I get this?
Well, this came free with your course, of course.
Oh, okay.
Well, free. I mean, it comes as part of your course,
Yeah, we
which is
sock it
great.
we sock it to you in the course, right? Okay. Yeah.
No, actually, bang for buck. I mean, how many times the course that I make? I made $35,000 on my first deal.
All that counts is it worked.
It worked. I mean, that's just the first deal. There's going to be many more to come.
Okay.
So back to how I sold it. I just called up a realtor and was going to list it for sale, right? Sell it through a realtor, right? Because it's in a good area.
Yeah.
And I decided to have an open house and check it out, see if I could sell it myself. Well, oh my goodness. I had 40 people show up to the open house.
40 people.
And 4 offers. 2 full price offers. And it was hilarious.
And why did you get all these offers? How come these people are offering so much for it?
Well, first of all, it's spring break and it's on the beach, so it's a highly desirable area and time of year. So I hit that right.
Okay.
And this guy, Joe, the guy that ended up buying it, he came by and he says, can we do something on the price? I said, well, I got a full price offer coming by, written up at 5 o'clock. So he looks at me and says, I'll take it.
Wow,
and he wants to hand me a $10,000 check. I'm like, whoa, don't we need to write this up a little bit before we do the deal? And so I wrote it up. And he came by in 2 hours and gave me a $10,000 check. Here's the check right here, in fact. Copy of the check right there, 10 grand, payable to the title company.
Yeah.
And bada bing, bada boom, sold.
And so did you make any money?
Yeah, 35 grand.
35 grand.
And I sold it in less than 2 months.
Let's talk a little bit about Linda. She's from Quebec City. That's about 3 hours north of Montreal. And she had no real estate experience. And she was an insurance agent. And she learned how to do this. She bought 7 properties her first year. This is very interesting because she made over $50,000 and she's still selling those properties.
Wow, that's great. What year did she take the course from you?
2012, and she sold them all in 2013.
Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at that.
We attended a total of 10 sales, and we bought 7 properties out of those auctions. We bought 1 in Palatine Bridge, and we bought 6 in the Sullivan County, which is a Catskill area in New York. Within 5 months, we've bought 7 tax deed, and we already sold 4, and we're expecting to make $83,000 on those 4. We still have 3 left with an extra 25, so in total, it will bring us $108,000.
All right, so what do you want the audience to know about all this?
Well, that it's not as hard as you might think.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's quite easy. I mean, people tend to be intimidated by buying real estate and having the liabilities and the problems of real estate, tenants, toilets, and trash, I call it. But with this business, because you're buying so cheap, below market, like if you can buy it at 40 cents, 50 cents on the dollar, why not sell it at 80 cents on the dollar and get out quickly? I mean, I sold it at retail because I lucked out with the time of year.
The viewer that's watching us right now has listened and given us a few minutes. But what do you want them to do next? What do you really want them to do?
Well, if they're interested in this opportunity, I understand they have a lot of questions and concerns. I was a big skeptic when I first found out about this. So you've been gracious enough to offer to do quite a long informational session on this business opportunity. And they can get all their questions answered. And so that's what I would suggest. On the screen, they can come to an informational webinar that you're hosting. And I'd suggest they come to that and have all their questions and answered.